Hi Cancer, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. So, if you just give me 1 minute to shuffle some of the cards and I'll pull you an additional guidance card. Okay, you've got the regeneration card. One of my favourite cards. I know I say that a lot, but regeneration is something coming back to life again. Okay, so if you look quite clearly, there's new growth, and there's always a feeling with regeneration that you've thought something has been taken from you, something's not available, maybe something died, and it tends to represent something coming back into your life. Okay, not sure what it's going to be about. It can always be about business, self-esteem, relationships, any area of our life. So can you please clarify this card for me and the week ahead for Cancer? You have to excuse me, I'm sort of losing my voice here, and I didn't want to leave you out, so I am just ploughing ahead. So one more cut of the deck. I don't know what I'd do without a voice. It'd be very hard to read tarot with no voice, so I'm hoping it's something that's going to pass. So 6 cards please for the sign of Cancer. So what's behind you is the Sun, the gift is the Knight of Cups, the challenge is the 4 of Swords. Other people are showing up for you as the Page of Cups. So, I mean, it looks like I can already see 2 different storylines about what's coming back to life. And then you get the King of Cups. So you get the Page, the Knight, and the King. So you've got the whole story of the Cup energy and all the male side of it. So, and this isn't about male-female, but it tends to represent the active emotional principle. Okay? So behind you is the beautiful Sun. So it looks like, I don't know when you're looking at this. So imagine this, if you're looking at it on the Thursday, the weekend is going to be about illumination, joy, having fun with friends. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card, the Sun. It's also about clarity. So sometimes to understand the card, always look to the card before it. And the card before is obviously about being in the dark, being in a state of fogginess, uncertainty, and the Sun is about illumination and clarity. There's clearly an emotional theme going on here. Now, because the challenge is the 4 of Swords, I'm going to go straight to the challenge. It might mean it's your energy that's going through a regeneration, because the 4 of Swords is a card of rest, and it comes after the 3 of Swords. So the 3 of Swords doesn't have to be a card of heartache. It can just be a card of being in a little bit of a challenging set of circumstances, which can be an inner dialogue as well as an outer dynamic. So the 4 of Swords is a card of regeneration. It's a card of retreating in order to build your energies. Now, I think for some of you, the retreat maybe isn't as positive because maybe there's been a relationship dynamic that's had a lot of uncertainty. So I'm not quite sure. I'll clarify the challenge. Yeah, I definitely think this is about love, Cancer. The challenge is the Ace of Cups and the 4 of Swords. Now, I read for quite a lot of Cancerians. I'm very, very lucky to do that. But most people who I read for understand the Ace of Cups as a challenge, because it's this incredible love very often that comes into our lives, and sometimes the Ace of Cups comes with a set of challenges, because relationships are here for our growth, and sometimes the challenges vary. Sometimes the challenges are on our side, sometimes it's on the other person's side, sometimes it's the both of us. Some of you might feel a little bit separate from the person that you want to be with, and this is a challenge. Okay, the gift is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups brings news, quite a fast moving knight, and he comes carrying the Grail. So he comes in words. Quite often this is about messages, and how other people are showing up for you is the Page of Cups. Now the pages begin to bring the aces into a shape and into a definition. So revealing one's feelings, asking you out, whatever you want to say. This is how other people are showing up for you. Can you clarify the Page of Cups, please? One card to clarify the Page of Cups energy. I'm going to split it into 3. Okay, don't worry, it's with the Devil. Sorry, some people go, oh no, it's not. Can be a Capricorn you're dealing with, or Cancer. Deep breath. The Ace of Cups is a challenge because there's a relationship theme here. The Devil is the Lover's card turned upside down. It can talk about a very, very, very powerful attraction. But because of the challenge, I cannot help feeling for some of you, there's been a little bit of maybe oppression of the relationship. Because the Devil card, even though it's a very, very powerful bond, can sometimes show up with a little bit of restriction. One of the other people not playing the game. And I don't mean the game in a negative way, but not being as clear in their emotions as they should do. Sometimes the Devil can represent other things, like a feeling that a relationship is blocked because of the other person's personal circumstances. There's so many reasons why the Ace of Cups as a challenge. It's got so many different storylines about how this might be playing out. Can you give me another card about why? Yeah, you've got the Ten of Wands. So the Devil with the Ten of Wands, we are talking really about potentially quite oppressive circumstances. The Ten of Wands is a completion card. And look at the way the Knight and the Page ends up in the Cup. So the emotional feelings are building and building and building. There's something for some of you that's preventing this relationship. Now, you're not allowed to shoot the messenger, Cancer. You know what, well, you can if you want, but I'm going to carry on, and I'm going to go back about what's blocking this. It tends to be many different things. Maybe one of the people can be a little bit oppressed with these cards. What some of you might be dealing with having a very strong Ace of Cups with someone who's not quite completed a chapter of their lives. So they're still in one, and that's why the Ace of Cups is a challenge. Underneath the Knight of Cups, you've got the Three of Cups. So some of you are dealing with a three-way situation. Some of you, this is just about having fun with friends. There's an awful lot of emotional joy and emotional release. You've actually got two of my pairing cards. I very often pair the Ten of Wands with the Three of Cups because we don't get to fly free unless we release this bondage, this baggage, whatever it is that we're carrying with us. So I think this is the other person's energy. I don't think this is your energy, Cancer. And you have underneath the Knight of Cups is the Three of Cups. So this is an awful lot of emotional expression. Could be about just dating, having fun together, and an awful lot of joy. Beautiful to see it. You've got 1, 2, 4, 5 cards that are all based on the emotions. And this is about emotional expression and emotional expansion. The outcome is the King of Cups. So the depth of connection is growing higher and higher and higher. Is there another clarifying card for after the King of Cups? Oh yeah, Two of Cups. I think it's safe to say this is clearly about love. The Ace of Cups is a challenge because of these cards. This is all about love and partnership. The fact that these are your challenge, you know what? Give me another card to clarify these two, please. God, is there anything ever simple in this world? That really is what I'm asking myself. Tell me what is going on for this person, please. King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles can sometimes be, this could be a person that you're dealing with here. The King of Pentacles can be a very, very stubborn. It's almost like an oak tree. Now, oak trees are absolutely beautiful. The oak tree can be very, very hard to budge, to move from a very, very fixed position. And to love really is about being in a state of flow, okay? So a state of openness, are willing to change when change is required, and it takes an awful lot of adaptability. But you're dealing with an awful lot of fixed energy here, Cancer. Give me a minute, I'm going to try and clarify this now. Your Vimeo link will be underneath for September's love readings. Can you give me a little bit more story about what's going on for this reading for Cancer? Yeah, so you get a change in the wind and then a fork in the road. Give me a minute. And then what's the outcome? Treasure Island. Yeah, it looks like the King of Cups with the Two of Cups is a little bit of a treasure island here. There's a beautiful, it's very hard to imagine the connection between two people being any more higher, okay? But you get a change in the wind with a fork in the road. So a fork in the road is very much about decision time, uncertain about potentially where a bond is going. With a change in the wind, is obviously about the changing seasons. Gosh, Cancer, I hardly know where to go with this reading. I mean, I sort of do, because I think some of you feel a little bit separate from someone that you love here. I think some people, there's a beautiful relationship, but because of the Ten of Wands and the Devil card, both of these cards can be very restrictive. Because think of the cards that come next. Ace of Wands and the Tower is what breaks through that restrictive energy. And God knows what's coming next week. I've got no idea. Obviously what your reading is going to be the week after. But sometimes the Devil and the Ten of Wands is dealing, and the King of Pentacles. I would assume there's this great love combined either with oppressive energies, or the person that you're dealing with has a few challenges. We all have challenges. That is why the Ace of Cups comes into our life. And basically that is why it comes, and that's why it can be, when it shows up as a challenge, it can be a little bit of a challenging card because it shines a light on those shadow parts of us. Some of us are really, really open to going there, and other people aren't. It's a little bit more challenging. Whatever is going on in love for you, Cancer, I would be wide open to this. I mean, this is either going to be your reading or it's not, because people can change. That's a beautiful part of being alive. People can overcome the difficulties. The Ten of Wands can be laid down. The Tower can liberate us from oppressive and difficult circumstances. That King can get up and walk and be more open to change and more fluid in his emotional expression. This is a challenging reading to give a general for, because it almost looks like it's a personal reading. And you know what, when that happens, I can only give the reading I've got, and everyone else has to show grace, because it's a combination of absolutely stunning. You get 7 cards extremely positive with 3 shadow cards, which means the light is stronger than the shadow. It always is, but we need to work with it. Okay, Cancer, good luck. Keep your heart open, because I would keep my heart open if this was my reading, because perfect light casts out the shadows, and all we need to be able to do is to name them and claim them, and then we move forward. Look after your heart, Cancer, okay? And be true to yourself and be true to your own nature. And my email's underneath the link, okay? Lots of love, guys. Bye.